live, and I didn't even start with the intro. This is going to be fantastic. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Willfully Wrought. My name is William, and I'm really kind of excited about the show I just watched.
Yeah, and my name is Will. I'm also really excited. I've never done like an immediate reaction, and we have a friend with us too. Introduce yourself, friend.
Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm a big Alien fan.
Yeah,
and I'm excited to be here as well.
Is it just because I'm who I am that I immediately imagined like an actual fan that blows air, but one that the Xenomorphs had converted, just some weird Xenomorph fan.
Xenofan. Yeah, that's
well, they can curl up and.
That's one to make an AI art from Xenomorph fan.
Yes.
See, what I was thinking, you like curl them around a ceiling fan already existing, and then it just goes around. And I mean, they're basically an Ouroboros anyway, so they just.
Yeah. Did want to say, hey, welcome to everybody. We've mentioned Alien Earth like 4 or 5 times in our broadcast history, and before we were moving to video, and since we've been spending more time on video, and now we've sat down and watched it. The season finale just aired an hour ago on Hulu, and we all sat down and watched and agreed to get here and talk about it. So, hell yeah, man! How'd you feel about it, Tom?
Okay. That's a loaded question right there. Let's just get into it. Like, yeah. I started out and really, really loving the series. And like it progressed and it kept going and going. And somewhere along the line, I feel like, I don't know, they lost me at some point. They really did. No, I still enjoy the series, but there was a lot of just kind of really moments for me where I really started to question like our heroes' motives, 1, and 2, like just their judgment calls. Like Wendy in particular, holy shit. Oh, why does she have a xenomorph as a pet? Why is this a thing?
Yes,
I guess we should say spoilers for all of Alien Earth. Spoilers for. I mean, we just no. You didn't spoil anything. I think that happened really early on. That was early days in the show. But we're gonna just talk about the whole series as a whole. We just watched the season finale. Spoilers. Moving on. Go ahead, Tom.
So I think I spoiled the whole show basically, but I mean, like, but no, like the connection that Wendy has with the xenomorph is absolutely absurd. Like, okay, it'd be one thing if she could just control like the electronics in her room, or it'd be one thing if she could talk to xenomorphs. It'd be one thing if she could just, command a xenomorph, but she can do all 3. She can command like any electronic like thing, including other synthetics, as we find out in the final episode.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
It was really sweet, but I just think that it's just a little bit too overpowered, and I don't know. It is a bit of a far cry from, the original Nostromo set. And I don't know. There was a lot of things I loved in the show. It was really reminiscent of, the originals. A lot of great nods to it. But in the end, like, I don't think I loved it.
Interesting.
So yeah. Let's break it down. Like, you guys tell me how you feel, and I'll argue why it was bad. No, I
can't wait. I think we're gonna have another Alien Romulus conversation.
Yeah. Hey, Will, we're gonna hold you down and beat you.
I'm just gonna just tear you apart.
I will. I'll give my initial reflections, and then Will, I want you to polish off because yours is going to be more upbeat. I echo. I echo Tom like 95%. I enjoyed the show initially. I was going around telling everybody it's super good, and I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that I watched all of it, and if they had said we're going to have 3 more episodes, I would watch them. Like it's not like I hated it. Tom, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like there's a moment where they lost me, and I know the exact moment. It was when the xenomorph baby popped out of the lung, came out in the case, and I'm like, oh shit, xenomorph synth fight, that's gonna be fun. And then she like pets it. Mm-hmm. That moment. Mm-hmm. That was the moment that I was like, what? So that everything after that, it turned into like the overall narrative. I was like, oh, okay, but there were a lot of moments I really enjoyed. And in particular, Smee and oh god, no, what's the other kid who got with the thing on his neck and he's corrupted.
Yes, Smee and
slightly. Nope,
yes.
That's not it.
Maybe not Smee.
It was Smee and hold on, I'm looking at the actors right now. Maybe not. Toodles.
I'm just gonna go with slightly. I think that's close enough to correct.
Toodles. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Is it slightly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. I was wrong. Yep, I'm actually looking right now. IMDb failed me. Okay, sorry.
Yes. When they were taking Arthur down, when Arthur's got the xenomorph egg or the face hugger on, and they're like transporting him. Man, that entire section was fantastic. I enjoyed that whole. That was great. Absolutely loved it. When Wendy's sitting in the middle of a holding cell, swiping right on her Tinder matches, and then she makes groaning noises, and the xenomorph across the island looks up from what it's doing, and we've got that weird crossfade thing where she's like half invisible in front of it. There's probably a name for it in cinema, but I don't know what that is.
I think you're right.
Yeah, sure. When they're stuck in half crossfade.
Yeah, it's like a sustained crossfade where you're watching 2 images on top of each other. And I really liked that effect because they used that every episode.
Yeah, no, the effect was cool, but just like the alien answering her call from across the island. I mean, well, sound has no rules now. Yeah. But no, echoing Tom, I enjoyed it. If they announced a 2nd season tomorrow, I'd probably watch it. Oh, they have? Okay.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
they did. Okay.
There's no details of like when and what and who, but it is happening apparently. The showrunner confirmed it. So
perfect.
We're gonna see some more. Where they go from here? Holy shit! I mean, we have the Yutani ship coming in at the end of the episode. They don't arrive, so is it going to be all-out war in between Waylon and the boy genius?
Let's save that part of the conversation until later. Let's decompress everything, and then we'll talk about where we think it's going. Because I definitely have thoughts, Tom. I have thoughts about season 2.
Well, how about you, Will? How did you feel about Alien Earth?
I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be a whole lot like higher off on the show than you two, which is fine. That's really good. I really love. It'd be a really boring show if everyone was like, "It's the best thing ever." It's not the best thing ever. However, it did a lot of things that a lot of TV shows are not doing right now. It was taking wild swings left and right. Every episode, I didn't know where it was going. Ever, really, right? I mean, I anticipated some things, but it was just because I know I watched these movies and stuff. But honestly, if you're a Noah Hawley fan, either watching his Legion TV show or my favorite show that I'm waiting to come back, Fargo, what he does is he takes these already pre-existing IPs and then he deconstructs them within their own universe in a way that is satisfying, feels like it belongs in that said universe, and also adds something new to it, right? So I really loved this because it was equal parts take everything at face value, but also everything is steeped in imagery and and meaning. Like there's an entire story going on beyond what you're seeing on the screen, right? Did you guys clock that Morrow was the stand-in for Captain Hook?
Oh, god damn it.
I actually never even had that thought. But yeah, the guy with the mechanical arm who wants to yeah, you're right.
And then the fact that there's the Lost Boys, which, you know, the Trillionaire calls them that, but they really are, until this final episode where they say, we reject your reality, we are who we say we are. I mean, it's a very liberating experience, especially for those characters. However, what they turn out to be is kind of monstrous. In our first conversation, we talked a lot about, you know, these are kids. They're not kids. I think those kids are dead. And I think the show wants you to realize that those kids are dead. And what's walking around claiming to be those children is not. It's AI. They're not children.
You don't have to pile it on AI, Will. Come on now.
Listen, I think that's text of the show. Okay, I think that's there. I really loved that, specifically between the three characters, the Wendy, her brother, and the Xenomorph, because in a weird circle, they are all related. In fact, the brother, in essence, gave birth to the Xenomorph because it came from his lung. They're all connected. They're all siblings.
That's one dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
But I mean, those make the best stories. Like I don't think there's any shows about totally normal families that have made any like long string of success. So yeah.
No. You gotta have some siblings fucking in there somewhere. So
that's a different website.
Game of Thrones reference, everyone. Game of Thrones. But no, I'm very high on it because it was taking swings and doing things that no other show was really doing. And it's having conversations also about how it's having conversations about what is humanity, what is it. It was just very liberating to tune in every week and not only have these philosophical questions posed not in your face. It's very subtle. You have to be looking for those questions. Like, this is not a show where you could just like be doing the laundry and casually watching Alien Earth. You're gonna miss stuff if you do that. You have to lock in. I'm just very high on it because it was doing things that no one else was doing. I'm so pumped that they're getting a season 2. Noah Hawley has said that it's all planned. Like, the story is already outlined. Like, he knows where it's going, which is good because I need to see more of that eyeball, man. I need to see more of that eyeball. My favorite new character to the Alien canon is the eyeball.
No, I 100% agree. What's some of you guys like favorite pieces? Like, you know, you brought up the favorite eyeball. Like, Tom, do you have a favorite piece of the show?
As much that's another toughie because there's a few answers I can give you. One of them at the top of my head is the boy genius is just punchable face.
Oh, so good.
Like every word that like just comes out of his mouth is just so like cringeworthy and just it just makes you want to just put him and the Xenomorph in a room together and let what will be, you know.
Who thought that the eye was going to take over the kid, the boy?
I
did.
I had the thought, but I didn't think I was like, they're not going to do that. Like per Tom, like that character is so goddamn good. Like I don't know if there's anybody that like sympathizes with him. He's definitely written in a way that anybody that looks at it would be difficult for people to sympathize with him in any way, shape, or form. He represents so many things that I mean, I personally like folks in my generation dislike, and it's just God, he's just a fucking prick.
He is just the worst, but he plays it so well. I'll admit that. It's just some.
Oh
no! Did we lose Tom?
I do think Tom's signal is faded.
Every day.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, okay. All right. We're back. Yeah, you guys froze on me. I wasn't sure what happened.
Oh, you froze on us too. We got he's so, and then we got just like the last two words of the sentence. So he's so something. That's
he's so cute. I was saying no. He's so awful, but you know, you love to watch him be awful. You know, it's kind of like the same thing like Joffrey. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's funny.
Over the top, but you know,
I could stand him more than I could stand Joffrey. Joffrey was just murderous, and so is this kid. Like so is him. Boy Cavalier. He is too. He's awful, but it's his physicality for me. It's. I will never get over seeing the choice that actor made to talk to another trillionaire, Lady Yutani, on his iPad while the iPad is being held by his feet. Yeah. Like, what a great, and that informs everything you need to know about that character.
Or when he met her in person and he just like threw his dirty ass feet up on the table.
Yep.
I mean, how about he's just barefoot everywhere? Like, what the shit?
Yeah, that's a pretty tough take. I can barely be barefoot in my own house, so.
I have house shoes, but that's because I'm old and fat.
I also have house shoes, William, and I'm old and fat too. So.
Will, you have a favorite moment?
Oh man!
Or okay, there's a lot. Just pick something that's not Boy Cavalier.
I really, really liked episode 5. That was the flashback episode. That's when we saw what happened to the ship, Yutani ship. Mm-hmm. I really loved all those characters. Really bummed we only got an episode and a half with most of them. But Morrow might be one of the most fascinating characters in the entire series.
I say,
especially this season, like incredible, and he's portrayed so well. Just this cold, calculating. I mean, that interaction between him and Hermit, when they're just locked up in this last episode, where Morrow just asks him, "Do you know what it costs to get something for free from the corporations?" And you know, he says everything, and then Morrow says even more.
Yeah,
that it's just the pain, and like the depth of that. Awesome. Just really good writing, man. Really good writing. There's nothing on the air like it.
I also really enjoyed Morrow. He was I think like as far as like interesting things in the show, I think other than the eyeball, he was the most interesting part of the show for me. It was just really fun. His him playing on Slightly's family, man, that's
manipulation, man. Yeah, like I loved seeing the character, but I did not like what the character was doing.
Yeah. But it's especially like his interactions with Yutani, like, oh hey, my grandma told you about you. Like, how the fuck old is Morrow?
Well, it was a 67-year-old it was a 67-year voyage there and back, and God knows how many people they lost getting those aliens.
Oh yeah,
right? Because they don't have a full crew.
No, it's he was pretty solid. I think one of my favorite parts of the show is I mean, we've brought up the eye like 5 times. Can I just say the eye, or is that too much? Like,
no.
Okay.
Awesome.
The eye is the best part of the show. Wholeheartedly. The ping pong ball with octopus tentacles that wants to climb in your face is definitely just the most interesting. It's you do get views from the perspectives of the other aliens, but none so detailed as what you do from the eye, and that kaleidoscopic vision that you get whenever the show is showing you what's going on with the eyeball. It's always fantastic. Every time that comes up.
And I've never been scared of a sheep before, but that sheep just like not being a sheep, just standing and hunting, like just watching, just being still.
It was so ominous and creepy, and yet the sheep not credited on IMDb. Bullshit.
That's a Dolly 37.
Just awesome. And I think this is the first time, because the only alien we've really ever seen in the series is the xenomorph, and the xenomorph isn't a tactician. It'll play with its food very cat-like, but the eye was making opinions. It was calculating. It was, I don't want to say it was playing chess. It was playing Go, right? It was taking scope of the entire board and choosing where to go next. I mean, the fact that it ran away to find another host.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, like, it knew the digits to pi. And that was, and you know, figured out it learned English in captivity just by listening and watching. And you could even see that it tried to like warn. I don't remember, like episode 2 or 3. It tried to warn that scientist that was gonna drink the water. Like it tried to, I think it tried to stop her. Like I think it looked at her as like its escape vector. And
so I have watched that multiple times. And I am torn on whether or not it was trying to save her, or if it was trying to purposely draw her attention so she would take a sip.
Oh, true. I felt like it was trying to save her because trying to manipulate her as it wanted her eyeball, like it wanted to be in her eye socket. And I think if she gets murdered by those, but yeah, no, the eye is probably the eye is my favorite part of the show.
yeah, for sure.
I can't wait to buy like a plushy sheep that has an eyeball in it. Dude, I'm super down. I would buy that plushie.
What about you, Tom?
Well, I was thinking of getting Will, like, to get somebody on Etsy to make him like a little plushie, like crocheted sheep with a big bulging creepy ass eye. But no, what?
Favorite moment?
My favorite moment,
or just favorite thing about the show,
or just things about the show. That's what we're here for. Let's just talk about it, man.
No, there's so many things I did like from the show. Going back to Morrow in the last episode when he was just like, "You guys go save, the Lost Boys. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground."
Yep.
That for me was a fantastic moment. I love that, like, all of the evil and questionable characters ended up locked up at the end of the show. I thought that was fantastic.
Yes.
Lock up all the criminals. Like, please.
How about slightly just knocking Morrow out with the canister after Morrow was just like, "I was never gonna hurt your parents." Damn.
Like, you sure?
You sure about that?
You're scaring me right now.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Kirsch for a minute?
Yes.
Okay, so I haven't figured it out. Like everybody else has they were always evil, or they have this character transformation where they turn into something different. But this guy, like he seems like he's a good guy, and then he's just doing weird, crazy shit. Like, what is his relationship with Morrow? Like, I
think I just solved. I literally just right now. I think I just solved Kirsch.
Okay. All right.
I think Kirsch is the robot that the kid built to replace his father.
No, that's the butler, who I don't remember his name.
No, surely not the butler.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Kirsch had way more of a parent feel than the butler, because the butler was just like, I'll just do whatever you say.
Well, yeah. You
really think the butler?
Doesn't he like call him dad there in the cell right at the end?
Mm-mm.
I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. He's talking down to everyone at the end. He's above everyone. He thinks he's not human.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was just. I mean, maybe Kirsch is that first one he built. I mean,
misheard.
Well, I don't know. I didn't have the subtitles on, so I'm not 100%. It might have been the vocalization that I misinterpreted as dad when he was speaking to him. Like, aren't you going to do something?
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, he's neutered completely.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was eerie, man. It's always cool when shows are able to edit it in such a way where an actor can freeze and it makes them look like they're just not alive. They're not doing anything. Except their eyes are able to move. God, it's so good.
That was kind of chilling, actually.
Yeah.
Right. Just being taken. I mean, I will agree with you, with both of you in the criticism that basically Wendy at the end of the show is essentially a deity.
Yeah, she's an overpowered anime protagonist. That's exactly what she is.
Yeah. I mean, she was overpowered in episode 2 where she murdered a xenomorph with the blade of a paper shredder. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, she was overpowered. I did enjoy seeing Morrow and Kirsch fight. That was a brutal fight. I thought that was great.
Fun. Yeah. I love real quick. I love the scene of them in the elevator. The two of them before they fight. It was just a dick measuring contest, basically, but it was a fantastic one. It was a lot of good back and forth.
Those two actors, man. Like I really. So I'd never seen him before. At least I don't think. But his name is. I hope I don't butcher this. Babo Cisse, and then of course Kirsch, who is portrayed by Timothy Olyphant. Who is, I mean, he's great in everything. I loved him in this. Man. Just like chilling, but also like I wanted to be his friend because I was like, you got it really figured out.
It was hard to like try to figure out his motivations. Especially when he was like one of the I think I mentioned this last time, and he's like, you're not animal, or don't act like animals. You're not.
Right.
Love that, man. Absolutely love that.
Where he's basically training them to refuse their humanity. Their quote unquote programmed humanity. I thought it was chilling also. I mean, God, again, there's so much in this show that you can talk about that we're only talking about like the creature stuff. We haven't even gotten to the ethical questions of immortality and the fact that they erased memories from from one of the kids, from one of the robots, just because they wanted her to perform better at a boardroom.
Well, I mean, yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, sorry, I'm going to be the evil business guy for a moment, but if I had, like if I've got a product and if I have several prototypes ready to go to be reviewed before I can go into full scale production, and one of them is malfunctioning, and at that level of cost, of course, I'm going to try to make it work properly before I show it to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is fine. However, I would also argue that they have no idea what they have. Yes, they think it's immortality, but I genuinely think the show even says, like, this isn't immortality. This is us just playing with things we don't understand, which is the entire concept of the show. In fact, I would say that's the entire concept of the entire Alien series. It's people playing with things that they don't understand, right? Because Weyland-Yutani has a hard-on for the xenomorph to weaponize it, and they keep failing, which is interesting, because leading into season 2, we're not quite to our season 2 predictions, but leading into season 2, like, they basically got it. They just have to fight off Captain America super soldiers.
No, good. No, it's I enjoyed it. Now, we've talked about some things we liked. What's some things we did that we specifically didn't like?
Tom, let's start with you.
Okay. Well, we already went over one of my hot topics was that she did become, the overpowered anime girl at the end of the show, or the end of the season, I guess we can say, because it's not the end of the show yet. No. So, what else didn't I like about it? Some of the characters, I don't know. I feel like some of the characters could have been melded into like one, like, because some of the other Lost Boys just were kind of like meh. They were there in the background. Could have been turned into one character and had more dimensions that way. Again, it did kind of pull far away from the original content, the original story of Alien and Aliens, and we do see how awful it could be, if the alien.
Oh no, Tom, your signal.
Oh no.
But I think they could have gone like way less reasons why they didn't go like full war with the xenomorphs, just doing what they do and multiplying and dominating, destroying, murdering, repeat. But maybe that's what we'll get with season 2. They get off the island and they just decimate the world's population.
How much do I'm gonna go ahead and just take from what were the new ones? Prometheus and
Alien
Covenant and and even Romulus. I'm going to take all of those and just throw those out for a moment, like you do. And do you, in the original and the other series, other Aliens, do they really refer to Earth that much?
Not really. There's a brief moment on 2 where Ripley goes back to Earth, very briefly. I mean, we're probably not even there, but she lives for a brief moment until they take her back to the original planet to meet Newt.
In the original, she lived on the space station. She never actually made it back to Earth. In Alien Resurrection, they do finally touch down on Earth, which Ron Perlman's character refers to as a total shithole. Earlier in the movie, like they're about to crash land on Earth, and he's like, "Earth, man, what a shithole!" Which I don't know. That always made me like laugh. But yeah, they land on Earth, and I think it's in a deleted scene or in the extended version. But yeah, the world is decimated.
Okay.
So
yeah, I remember someone talking about that, and I was like, I've seen the 4th one, Resurrection, and I don't remember them ever going to Earth. And I went back specifically, fast forwarded through the movie because I'm not gonna sit through the resurrection again. I fast forwarded on my phone. And I was like, "Where's this? Where they land on Earth?" And they didn't. And then I looked it up. It was a deleted scene. So it's optional canon, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it was just something I was thinking about because it's when you talk about how like these pieces of media fit together, specifically in reference to like canon and non-canon. I knew that the show's very obviously trying to make a stronger tie back to the original Aliens or Alien and Aliens movies. And I just wasn't sure if they were trying to like stay in canon or if they cared or if it's going to be one of those things where it's like, well, it's up to you to decide.
So this is going to be, I'm glad that you're touching on this because I think this is also something that I would say is like a negative. So when I started watching Alien Earth, I was just along for the ride. I wasn't taking into account anything as canonical. I just was like, oh wow, we got children consciousnesses inside of robots, and we got aliens, and we got new aliens, and awesome. And I think to really fully enjoy Alien Earth, you toss away everything you know about the movies. I don't think that's necessary to enjoy the show. And I think that's not only a plus, but I also think that's a pretty big hit for fans of this IP. My sister, who I have talked to about this on a lot, literally stopped watching the show after like the third or fourth episode because she couldn't get over the fact she couldn't figure out where it fit, how it fit, and how it made sense with everything else going on in the Alien series. Because remember, this show takes place 2 years before Ripley meets the Xenomorph. 2 years. So, is Prometheus a part of it? Is it not? It's not important. It's not important. The show doesn't tell you that, though. It kind of does just because it doesn't mirror exactly like the same themes. So I can understand if people are wanting to get into Alien Earth and be like, oh man, I hope the Predator shows up. That's not what this show is. The show is very heady. This show is very heady, and the show wants you to ask questions about yourself. And if you're just there to look like you're waiting for, worms to burst out of people's chests, it's there, but you have to wait for it, right? You have to earn those sequences.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's if someone produced an alien, counterpoint. If someone produced a piece of Aliens media, especially in video, and they did not have a chest burst, people would riot. Like we all knew that there would be a chest burst when we heard that Alien Earth would be a series. So I mean, I think that has to be there. But yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't need to be a part of the original canon. I'm just genuinely curious. If Earth is a shithole, well, why is that place a shithole? Oh, okay. Well, Yutani destroyed it by releasing xenomorphs everywhere. I mean, I can see that being a thing. I just wasn't sure like if that would fit in.
Sure. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe that's what season 2 is about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they dived really hard into the Peter Pan allegory, right? Everything is taking place essentially in Neverland, right? There's a reason why it's an island.
Maybe we'll get a different fairy tale next season.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I'm hoping for Jack and the Beanstalk.
I was hoping for the gingerbread man.
With the Peter Pan thing, you guys realize that the xenomorph was the crocodile.
Oh man, yeah. I guess you're right.
It wasn't really a clock, but I guess Wendy is all things simultaneously. So
Wendy is God. Like Wendy is God. So I don't know what that means, but I did see online that there were some people who were comparing the kids, the Lost Boys, the robots. They were comparing them to the xenomorph themselves because they were removed from their chrysalis, their eggs, their failing bodies, and moved into these new hosts, just like the xenomorph. So you could argue that by the end of the show, they have emerged as something else. Now that's a stretch. That's me just talking out my ass. Okay?
Yeah.
Fully understand that. But it is a take that I read online, and I said that's interesting, and I don't think the show needs you to look that deep, but it welcomes it, I'm sure. So
yeah, I to list something that I didn't like about the show, and this isn't really like about the universe of, actually no, it's specifically about the universe. I'm going in the wrong direction here. One of the reasons that the xenomorphs are so terrifying is because there's so much we don't know about them. I mean, they're under, in your closet, under your bed. It's that kind of monster, and I feel like one of the reasons I really dislike Wendy being a polyglot is, I guess, intergalactic polyglot. I guess is that now we're learning more about them. They weren't just like communicating via a hive mind or via some weird unexplained alien bullshit. They now they just have a language where they talk. Like, and now I feel like there's an image where they just talk about the person that they just ate and they were a little bit spicy. That's I think that's something it kind of removes me from it. I don't want to know more about the xenomorphs. It's the perfect killing machine. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. But here's a counterpoint to that, real quick. Don't you want to know what they have to say?
No, not at all.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah, it's the perfect killing machine.
To me.
Nope, don't need to.
No, it's okay to be curious, man.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I understand. But like, if you're going to be able to speak, and I guess this would be my cons, but for a different reason than you guys, because you guys feel, I feel like it's the argument that like, oh, it jumps the shark a little bit, talking to the xenomorph.
I wanted to say jump the shark at the beginning of the episode, but I didn't want to say it right away. Like, okay. Hey, welcome to our talk about Alien Earth. And then they jump the fucking shark.
You can, and that's okay.
Okay.
But I do feel that, like, if you're going to speak to the aliens, plural, because remember, they were speaking to Mr. Eyeball.
Yeah.
They didn't give any of the aliens a voice yet. And maybe that's what season 2 is. But Chekhov's gun, right? Chekhov's rule, if you set a gun in Act 1, it has to go off in Act 3. Well, they set up that these aliens, we can talk to them. What do they say? Well, that's the magic of television. Tune in next season. We have to wait a year. Because I want to know. Because there are 2 xenomorphs there too. Going along with what you were saying about the xenomorph, I do feel like we saw the xenomorph in broad daylight way too much. I didn't like seeing every crevice. I didn't like not seeing it in shadow. It works so much better as a silhouette with like flashes of detail. So you have to put it together. I liked that it wasn't totally black. I liked that there was like a brownish tint to the hood. But
is that the hood? Is that what they call that part? Is that the official?
I mean, you could also call it the forehead penis. Like, I guess. I don't know. So dome, I guess. The dome is like,
yeah, sure.
There we go.
Dome.
I liked that it was alternatively colored, but I didn't need to see it in broad daylight. And obviously, like, the scientists were all going to put all the lights on it so that they could clearly see what it was. That would be my ding against it. However, the Xenomorph has appeared in 6 movies, not counting the Alien versus Predator thing. It's the most well-seen monster in all of like horror cinema. So, I mean, you know.
Well, and the Daylight's intention. Sorry, Tom, were you about to say something? I don't want to.
No, I just wanted to just comment on that, like screen time, of the Xenomorph versus like in Alien Earth versus like the original movie. I think the ratios are completely off. Like you see the Xenomorph and Alien Earth, so much compared to the early movies. Are you googling to see the differences?
Shut up.
Because I was going to do it too. But no, it's probably staggering, isn't it? Like the difference.
In the original Alien movie from 1979, 4 minutes of total screen time and an hour and a half of footage. And now I'm trying to ratio that versus the screen time it had in the show. Continue. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, no, less is more with horror, I think. And, the less you see it, I think the more terrifying it is. They made it look like a fucking puppy in Alien Earth at the end. With the
little guy, the little guy was a puppy.
Yeah.
He was cute. I'd have one as a pet.
Cute little Xenomorph.
Okay,
no, he ate the neighbor again.
Oh, okay. Did either of you look at the scene at the end where you've got the older Xenomorph and the younger Xenomorph where they're like standing above each other? Did either of you ever did either of you reference that meme? Don't talk to me or my son ever again, because that's where my brain immediately went to, and I giggled out loud, which is probably inappropriate given the seriousness of the scene. But I was like, and then they're like, we're taking over.
Yeah,
funny. No, I did not think of that.
I would say also because we're kind of getting into what's the preferred way of watching this series, watching this entire story, and I'm talking all of every Alien movie, the TV show. How's the best way to watch it? And it's funny because I think that Alien Earth feels, I'm getting back to this point because I'm going to answer it, but it's a circular statement, so just follow me here. Alien Earth is not about the Xenomorph. It really is not. It is about Wendy and the kids.
Yeah.
That's what I firmly believe. So in order to get to a story where you can have that, and now that's not to say that the Xenomorph is like a guest in its own house. It's not. Like the Xenomorph has a firm place in that story. But I would say that you have to watch, if you want the full spectrum of the story, you have to watch everything that has come out in it with release date, because everything builds off of everything else, right? Prometheus doesn't make sense if you don't watch Alien first.
No, Prometheus just doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You don't need any more.
Right. And because that's telling a very different story. One that I wish that he had told better, Ridley Scott. I wish he had told that better, because the lore behind it is fascinating, as we talked about last October, as I went and just deep dive on that. The story that he should have told was amazing. The story that you got in the thing, like, it had its moments. Anyway, less said about that, the better. But you don't get that story without having watched the first movie, the second movie, the third, and the fourth. You don't have to watch Alien versus Predator. In fact, that's 4 hours that you don't need to waste.
The second one's particularly awful.
I couldn't make it through, man. I tried.
No,
No.
Don't try to watch the second one. There's nothing. Okay. There's nothing positive. The fights are bad. The only reason you go watch a movie that has verses in the title is for the fight between the two titular entities, and the fights are bad in 2. Just ignore it.
I enjoyed the first Alien versus Predator. We're just rehashing our
It was fun.
Podcast.
Yeah. No, let's get back to Alien Earth. Earth. Okay, how come none of us have brought up Nibs yet?
Oh man.
Wait, Nibs is the redheaded one, right?
Oh yeah, the psycho one.
Yeah.
So we did though. I did because they wiped her memory. Remember?
Oh, okay. You're right. Sorry. Her being her grabbing that guy's face and squeezing until the bottom of his face was mush.
That was awesome girl power. But God damn, sorry.
Hey, they're robots until I want them to be girls. I get it. It's fine. I would not take Nibs on a date, other than the mind of a child, and she's a psychopath. Her going insane. I loved it. It's just the brutality that she exhibits, and the growling is hilarious. I giggle every time she did that.
Well, I think she did that because she was trying to mimic what Wendy was doing.
Oh, really?
Genuinely.
Oh.
I think she was just mimicking, like, just almost like there's. Oh, speaking of, that's a cat.
Oh, actually, that was my phone.
Which had a picture of a cat.
Which had a picture of a cat.
Yeah. There's Alistair, my little boy.
But no, I mean, it's, as an actor, that's impossible to play, right? I misinterpret what someone else is doing, so I use it as my own. That's what it came off as me. Like, she just misinterpreted her speaking to an alien as like a battle cry and reconstituted it as that. For me, it was just chilling having her just be like, I'm pregnant now.
Oh.
Okay. That was way more, to me anyway, that was way more frightening than the act of violence, because she threatened a lot, and we always knew that these, I mean, they set it up, right? Chekhov's gun used correctly.
Yeah.
They literally said these things are super powerful. We should hope that they just remain children. Like,
no. Go ahead. Sorry.
They don't know what they have, and they don't understand, and they kept fucking with it, right?
Oh,
they kept changing it. Like, the show's so good. Sorry.
Tom, did you have? I saw your exasperation when we talked about the pregnant robot.
Yeah, no, she's just absolutely flipping crazy, and I was really hoping that they were going to kill her off. I'm sorry if you like her, but she's just too crazy to be. She just turns into, like, the over the top agent of chaos, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fuck shit up for the sake of fucking shit up,
Yeah.
But she does answer. She answers to Wendy, though, right?
Well, she comes around to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
But that's more Wendy than it is Nibs, though. That's because Wendy is Wendy, and Wendy does everything. So that's right. Of course she's gonna follow her.
I can't wait for Wendy to just be like, "I'm turning you off now." To all of the other kids, that's coming, right?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I was less creeped, and maybe this is just I was not as invested. When she said that she was pregnant, I giggled. It wasn't even an uncomfortable giggle, like, "Oh, she's crazy as shit." It was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had kind of the same reaction. It was just like, what is happening in this show? Like, why is this child in the body of a machine now? Like, why?
Well, I think it's they don't. I mean, I guess they do. It's PTSD from her, like, fighting the eye, holding the eye back. She had a close encounter of the third kind, right?
Yeah.
She made contact with an extraterrestrial.
True.
She didn't understand what it was trying to do. She still thinks she's a child. She still thinks she's human when she's not.
Wait, can we pause there right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, who here thinks that they're not human anymore? Like, are they a person at all? Are the lost? No.
No.
William, what do you think?
Well, They're as much people as Morrow is.
Whoa.
No. Okay, no. We have to. Okay, this is going to be super awkward. This is a terrible way to jump into this.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a bit.
Yeah. No, so Morrow is a cyborg, so he's got a human brain and probably humanish organs. He's 200 years old, and
he is meat. He is more. Well, I wouldn't say more meat, but he is an altered human.
Well, yeah, that's exactly my point. Like somewhere along those lines, there's that line of you're a person now or you're not a person. And if you're talking purely about physical constituent components, then no, they're not people. But my expression, I think boys' ideology of giving humans the chance to live forever. I think that this is just playing out like in the worst possible terms of that. There is a best case scenario where all that happens. You know, like there's the dream of humans living forever in superpowered bodies. Like that can happen positively, but honestly, that's a really boring story. So we don't tell that one. So I do think at this point that they're people. And I think they're driven by like human emotion, and I think that for me is probably like the biggest point. If there's people out there that have pets that they anthropomorphize into the point that they can tell their emotional state, I can absolutely tell the emotional state of those characters. They're people.
I have a rebuttal.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear it.
Have either of you ever played or watched a playthrough or had spoiled the video game Soma?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, spoilers for Soma. Soma is essentially a survival horror sci-fi type story. Essentially, you play. Okay. The story is essentially about uploading your consciousness into a server that can be blasted out into space where you can live in quote unquote heaven on this server. It is stated multiple times in the game that your consciousness is uploaded, but it is copied. The you that is working towards doing this never sees that heaven.
Okay.
Are you following me?
Yeah. It's just the Star Trek teleporter thing. Like, in order to move your body across a distance, we have to break you down into your constituent components, completely disassemble you, and then a different set of matter is used to reassemble you in the state that you were in. Yeah. I understand.
Correct. They never say this in Alien Earth, but they do. They do in multiple different ways, by characters literally saying, like the guy who eventually dies but then is taken over by the eyeball, who basically says, at worst we killed some at best we killed some kids. At worst, we have unrestrained AIs running around in the world now.
Well, yeah, he was the tech guy.
See, that's the thing, though. I don't think they're AI at that point. They uploaded like a human consciousness into a machine's body. I don't think the kids are dead, like in a way. They buried their physical bodies, but their brains basically got transferred over to new hardware. I
disagree, man, because I don't think, and this is right. We're arguing about a TV show.
Yeah.
No, go. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun stuff. Not a TV show.
But no, this question has been raised before in other media. Let's talk about Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. Was Johnny Five alive or not?
My God.
I think Johnny Five was alive.
I 100% believe that Johnny Five was alive and is now an American citizen.
Got the right stamp on his processor.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. He was lucky to be born in America.
What does that mean? Oh my God.
I was trying to hold back my laughter.
Oh, so does that mean that? So what about the aliens from Batteries Not Included? What are they?
Those are aliens.
I mean, they are aliens.
They're conscious beings. They're sentient.
But they're not people. They're aliens.
They're flying dish strainers. That's what they are.
Oh yeah, but they're not people though. Like
that's apples and oranges. I mean, like, okay, like
it'll be fine.
Or what about Blade Runner? I mean, were those sentient beings? Like, I mean, yes, they were like made from nothing into something. Computers do that too. You know, like I think the natural evolution to the computers that we know today are going to be something like the replicants that we see in the movie.
Yeah, dude.
I have not been convinced yet that the kids in Alien Earth are still human. I don't think they are. Because
you don't see them as a person, basically.
I didn't say that. Human. They're not human.
Right? Okay. They're not human.
They're not human.
Physiologically, or go ahead.
I obviously not physiologically. They have a human. They're humanistic.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can't have. So all right, this is gonna. Okay, if we take. Oh God. We're on the internet.
It's fine. It's fine. There's one person watching. We're good.
Hello, one follower.
Yes.
Thank you.
I can't say that those children. We see their graves, okay, and yes, that's where their bodies are buried.
No quotation marks. Those are bodies.
Those are bodies.
Okay, you're right. Yes.
Well, okay. You can go with. Yeah. You can go with the conspiracy that those are just things that are there, put there by Prodigy to, to play games with the psychology of the show. I respect that point, but I believe that the kids' bodies are there.
Yes, the kids' bodies are there, but those kids. I mean, they even say early on in the show that there is a program that will help the kids naturally go through puberty when they don't need to go through puberty. There's no need for them to reproduce. In fact, they don't have that hardware.
Well, I mean, but puberty's not entirely just like your body, man.
Yeah,
puberty
is science too. Like,
your brain expands, but they don't have brains. They're in a computer.
Well, yeah, that's why there's a program. That's what I'm saying. Like you're saying, they don't need that puberty. My counter, it's about the emotional growth. Now, did Prodigy do a good job when they made a program to impact the psychology of the Control C, Control V minds in these robots to effectively emulate the effects of puberty on the human brain? I have no fucking clue. But
I think they did pretty okay. That's a pretty good technology.
Yeah. We haven't seen the puberty program yet. Puberty.exe doesn't kick in until at least like year 2.
Oh God. Listen, watching all of these I will say, I'm super proud of the show for not giving us Alien Earth / Robot Power Rangers. That was really great. It showed great restraint on their part. We did get Alien Earth Haunted House while kids play Spooky Boo with everyone in the thing. Boo. Sure, why not?
Hide and seek.
Yeah,
which was cool. I liked seeing them unhinged, and I liked seeing them wreak havoc. And I liked. I was wondering if that one guy, the butler, was a robot from the very beginning, and I'm glad that paid off. I'm glad that he was a robot. But him at the very beginning, just talking to the trillionaire kid and just saying like, the xenomorph is running loose and is killing all of your soldiers.
Good.
No, just just a great use of that. We didn't have to see the xenomorph murdering. Just those quick blips worked really well. I really liked it.
Go ahead, Tom.
There was a scene that they cut away from some violence to a very long shot of the doctor in the window watching the rain fall. I wondered if that was a placeholder for much more violence that they had intended to shoot or show, and FX was just like, "Ooh, maybe we should."
Did you not see in the corner of that moment? You didn't see Nibs drop down behind.
Oh yeah. I know,
okay.
But
oh no, your signal dipped.
Oh,
was that So I feel like that was the intro to that shot could have been much more action packed, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
sure. I get that.
Before they cut to her in the window with Nibs jumping in from the back. Yes.
The smile that she gave was super creepy.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good piece. I was like,
that was another hell no from me.
Yeah, get away from me, you crazy bitch.
I like her. Creeps me out.
So you need a Nibs body pillow.
No, thank you. What's the opposite?
Nobody wants a Nibs body pillow. Nobody. Nibs doesn't want a Nibs body pillow.
Well, maybe a small one so she can continue with the pregnancy thing.
Yeah. So I don't know what made me think of this. How about oh God, what was his name? The guy who was being talked to, manipulated slightly. How about slightly just hiding the body under his bed?
Oh my gosh. Oh, holy shit. It's such a kid move to play.
I would watch the slightly Smee buddy cop movie. I think it would be super fun.
Listen, that actor who played Smee was having the time of his life.
Oh.
He was doing so good. I loved every time he was on screen. I loved watching that performance. Smee was
absolutely.
I would die for Smee, okay? Justice for Smee. If anyone had to die, I'm glad it wasn't Smee, okay?
Okay, Isaac was one of my favorites early on. Why'd they have to kill Isaac? What was going on?
Because one of them had to. Because we had to know what the flies did, right? We had to know what the flies did. We did have to find out what the plant did, which that was pretty cool, watching it just...
Literally a cloaker from D&D. Very literally a cloaker.
Yeah.
It's a CR4 monster. That mercenary couldn't have been more than level 2, caught unawares, -5, flat-footed. She stood no chance.
No, Isaac had to die because he was the best of all of them. He wanted to be a scientist when he grew up.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted to better humanity. Yeah.
He was a brown noser too.
Okay, fair.
He was greedy. He was greedy, right? He was because that woman I forgot the other character's name. The other female robot.
Roby?
Not Nibs. Curly.
Yeah, Curly, there it is, yeah.
Curly. Curly being like, "Hey, can I help?" And him being like, "Nah, I got this. I can do it all alone." He wasn't counting on the eyeball being fucking brilliant. Or how, the eyeball was like, "Oh, this robot is jumpy."
Yeah. As soon as Isaac put the tray of minerals in there with the fly, I knew he was going to die. That was my cue. I was like, "Oh, they're going to kill him." The rest of the details I wasn't sure on, but at that moment I was like, "Oh," and how I don't know what you call that feeling. It's it's somewhere along along the lines of cringe, but not quite. When you're watching a movie and the character you're watching just does some real dumb shit. You understand why they're doing it, but maybe because you're old now, you're like, "That's real stupid." And when, as soon as he was like, "Oh, I'll just unlock the door real quick," I was like, "Oh."
Yep. Anticipatory dread.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what we think, where the show is going. Where do we think it's going in season 2? What can we expect? What do we think? What do we think they're going to? Where are they headed? Are they headed to the entire decimation of Earth? Obviously, the show is entitled Alien Earth, but we also know that in Aliens, the second movie, nobody is talking about the death of the Earth. Granted, Aliens takes place 70 years after the events of the first Aliens. Is that correct?
Yeah. I think it's like 150. Yeah.
57 years.
57? Okay. Thank you. So 57 years. So there's time, but they don't talk about the death of the Earth. No. Alien 3 takes place on a prison planet.
Well, yeah.
So it's not until the fourth movie where it's offhandedly joked about being a shithole. So, so where are we going? Where are we headed? I'd love to hear what your predictions.
Me?
Okay. I mean, if you don't want to go, I'll make a joke about Wendy getting superpowers. But
please do.
She already does.
No. They've got to expand on that. Like now that she has an empathic connection with the aliens, she's gonna steal something from Yutani now, because that's what it's really about. Like Yutani's trying to get an advantage. So like the big bad guy in the next season is gonna be Weyland Yutani, who's assaulting the island, and the kids are going to be like working against them. I don't know if we'll lose any of them, maybe, who knows, but I do think at some point Wendy's going to be captured and she's going to interface with Mother. And I think that is where I think we're going to see like a threat to Mother. I think that since that the Mother's never been threatened in Aliens, and I think that's what we're going to see. So whatever powers that takes.
Is Mother an AI or is it an operating system?
I'm pretty sure it's more like an operating system.
Yeah.
I think Mother is just each ship's user interface.
Yeah.
Basically.
God, could you imagine waking up every day and going, "Good morning, Microsoft Edge"?
Oh God. People do that all the time with Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Yeah. So before they even roll out of bed.
Yeah. What else? Because I have one, but
Yeah.
I think I was really, really hoping for a few people to die in the episode. I think you know who. But since they're such great evil characters that they're not going to go anywhere for a while. But if this show goes in the direction I'm fearing it is, Yutani is going to be basically waging war against this island, and they're all going to have to band together to save themselves and the xenomorph from utter destruction.
Yeah. There wasn't nearly enough acid blood in this show for me.
No, there wasn't.
In the first 2 episodes, there was some acid blood, but then no more acid blood. Because the characters were too smart.
No, there was a little. They really didn't do anything with the acid blood. Like there was that one that was dead on the operating table, and I don't know. They found a material that's like plastic. Acid doesn't go through plastic. You can keep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about.
Well, I mean, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I have two wants basically.
I'm kidding. You guys
my first
cut out again.
My first want that I want to see from them is going to be, I want to hear from the other corporations, because they said there are 5.
The big 5, yeah.
The big 5.
Oh,
I want to see the other 3. Who are the other 3, and when are they getting into this?
Well, they name them when they talk about the big 5. What upset me was that the Tyrell Corporation from Blade Runner was not on that list, which made me sad. Making that Tyrell Corporation was not as big of a company as Weyland Yutani and whatnot. But I just wanted to hear it so it would be canon in this universe, in Alien Earth. There are also replicants in there and Blade Runners as well.
Right. My other thing that I want, and they may not do this, and that is fine. I want to see the expedition from how they captured the aliens.
Like when they went and got the 4 eggs. Is it 4?
All of them. Yeah, it was like 4 eggs, the eye, the flies, the ticks, and the plant. I want to see them do that. I want to see what it took. I want to see, and that's more than like an episode. That's probably 2 episodes. You could cut it together to be an episode, but I want to see them either planet hop, because I don't think all of these things lived on the same planet. That would be
they were definitely collecting it from system to system.
Yeah,
sure,
right. And so I want to see what it cost to capture these animals out of their own habitats. I want to see that.
They do mention that, a couple of people died, collecting these specimens, but like, again, like, you don't need to know how the sausage is made. Just enjoy the sausage in front of you.
Exactly. And I don't need to know anything about like the planet itself. I just want to see the mission. That's it. Because that, I think, is a really fascinating take on the alien arc of like a typical alien story, where people stumble upon day-to-day truckers basically stumble upon like a rest stop from hell. That is an typical alien story, right? But I want to see the story where they go and purposely poke the bear.
How funny would it be? Okay, just hear me out here. How funny would it be if they do this episode where they go back and find, show you how they, collected all these specimens? What if they like landed on the planet where David was tinkering with all of his like little black goo experiments, creating the xenomorph? And just like either like by trickery, like David going, "Here you go," or like them stealing them from David,
that would be,
and bringing those back to Earth. How hilarious would that be?
That would be.
Would you be satisfied with that storyline?
Honestly, I would be more satisfied hearing David question, "What do you mean, Weyland Yutani? What is Yutani?" Because he's strictly Weyland at that point, strictly the Weyland Corp. I mean, if you're going to bring David back, it has to be philosophical up its own ass. Like it just does. Because that's all David is.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I would watch. I would watch another season of it, and I mean, they do have to go in a different direction. I've already established what I didn't like, and I don't think it would be tough for it to go much further out of it unless they had like Care Bears or something. You know what I mean? Like it, like I'm already removed from like my OG expectations in the first couple episodes, so like I'm not going to be upset about it, and I would enjoy like more story in the universe. Like I would definitely watch a season 2, and I do think it'd be fun to have switch our perspective to another one of these companies and still have Yutani as this background corp. I do think that'd be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll be there day one. If once season 2 comes out, I'm totally there.
I'm definitely waiting and then binging.
Oh, are you waiting and then binging it?
Yeah.
You didn't like going week to week?
Nah, dude, I'm not paying 2 months of a subscription for an afternoon of TV. Get out of here, Hulu, you silly prices. Wait, hey, what this is completely separated, but 100%. Do you guys have ads in your Hulu?
No.
I do.
I don't.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys get to hear my experience.
Okay.
There were ads for Taco Bell. They were constantly referencing, "Oh, hey, let's go back to the 2000s." There was an ad for Smirnoff. Every commercial, the music was definitely that alt punk 2000s music. Every single commercial, except for Kettle One vodka. I kind of want to go buy some Kettle One vodka, or maybe I just want vodka. I'm not sure. But like the commercials are 100% targeted, and I feel attacked. Oh, they also. Oh, sorry, the other one. They had some commercials for pistachios, and I like pistachios. It was the wonderful brand pistachios, black bag with the clear side, the green text, and they were definitely like, "Haha, you so random." That was the entire theme of their commercial. Like, it was like, "Oh, hey, you should enjoy lunch and eat it." And the first one has this girl laying on the ground, all Gulliver's Travel style. There's a bunch of tiny people like tying her down. And she's talking to a lady on the bench, and she's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm trying not to snack." And then she's like, "Well, pistachios are super good and they're healthy." So she stands up and throws all these miniature people off of her, and they're just like falling. You can hear them screaming in the background, like you just kicked the Smurfs. And then the girl that was on the bench is like, "Doesn't that hurt?" She's like, "Oh no, they're really resilient." And she like brushes one off her chest, and like it lands in a bush. She's like, "I'm fine." The second guy's literally laying in an alligator. The second pistachio commercial, talking to a guy sitting there eating pistachios, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm fighting my cravings." Pistachios. And it's just like, what? It's just like, haha, so random, and I'm just like, man, I don't know.
So
what
is this brand?
Wonderful pistachios. I mean, obviously, I remembered it, but I didn't enjoy it.
So Wonderful Pistachios wants to do a segment on our show and throw us some shekels. We will promote Wonderful.
They're my favorite pistachio. They remind me of my childhood, really. No.
Reminds me of high school. No, yeah. I feel like if they were up here on their program, it would actually be with Care Bears showing up, and they'd be holding Tom hostage to make sure he wasn't snacking. No. Sorry for that rant. I just remembered the commercials and how I felt attacked. So
I think your experience would be propelled more if you didn't have those.
I'm not going to give Disney Hulu enough money that I can't sacrifice 4 minutes. I've gotten old now. I actually appreciate commercials again. I can go pee.
Yeah.
We actually watched it on cable or through the Spectrum app. So we did watch it with commercials. Not as many of those commercials. I honestly couldn't tell you what they were trying to advertise to me, because as soon as it comes up, I'm either again splitting off to the bathroom, or playing on my phone, whatever, until the show comes back on. But I don't know. It is nice sometimes to have that break so you can really absorb what you just watched and reflect on it a little bit, piece by piece. That is kind of nice sometimes, especially with something like this where I really want to love. I really do, and I did enjoy it. I'll tell you that. But again, there's problems in it that I have that I don't know. I don't see being solved in season 2.
Sure. Well, I think with that, it's time now to give it our rating. And here at Willfully Wrought, we do have a rating system, albeit a little not not official, but I like it. On a scale from Magikarp to Godzilla, Magikarp being the lowest, Godzilla being the highest, for he is the king of the monsters. Where do you place Alien Earth? Tom and William, I'll say William first. Where would you place Alien Earth on a scale of Magikarp to Godzilla? Season 1, of course.
Yeah. Alien Earth. I'm gonna have to go with. I have to actually kind of think about marine biology for a moment, because I'm trying to think of how I actually feel about the show and what animal actually represents that and has the characteristics that I want. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with whale shark. Whale shark.
Nice.
And I like numerically you can put that where you want to, but here's why I chose whale shark. They are very large, very imposing animals.
Mm-hmm.
But you can choke them with a ping pong ball because they're filter feeders. Like they strain water through their filters to swallow down. So it looked like it was going to be fantastic. But even with all that size and prestige going into it, I was still a little bit disappointed. But I'd see it again, though. I'd see it again.
Nice. Okay. Tom.
Okay. Now we're just rating this in a bubble, right? Like as it by itself. Like I'm looking at this by itself, like not whether you want to say it's canon to any of the movies or not. I would say in a bubble as a show by itself. If this is your first entry point into the Alien series, I would say it is. I would probably somewhere in between the whale shark and Godzilla.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of cool things that happen in the show. Let's say.
Oh, hey, you cut out again.
Oh no.
Man, we're gonna have to we'll give it like 10 seconds. I'm sure he's gonna bounce back.
There he is.
Hey, your internet cut, and the last thing we got was, oh no, he's gone entirely.
Okay. Oh no.
He's
just reloading the page. He's gonna be right back.
Hello?
And
In
fact, I'm gonna hit this button.
He's back.
Okay. You're last I heard you said the last thing you said from me or you heard from me was
so you said between whale shark and Godzilla, if this is your first entry into the Alien universe.
No, I would rate it a lot higher than I would if you were to say canon with the rest of the shows or rest of the movies and content in there. I would probably rate it a lot lower. Somewhere around maybe a nice mahi, the sword shark,
Okay.
Because like there's still a lot of questions we have, but do we need the answers too? No. Sure. I don't want to know where my sausage is made.
Because it tastes so damn good.
Damn right.
Yeah, because it's great, but the whole Wendy thing being like a super being with her like her anime pet, it just makes me a little sad. I feel like they could have had a lot more fun with this show than what we got. I'm still gonna watch the next season. Sure, I probably will still watch it week to week. I won't binge it, because there's still a lot of themes in there that you probably need to absorb before you watch the next episode.
Yeah.
But so that's my 2 cents on Will binging it in one sitting. Yeah. It's not about the money.
I'll take notes. It's fine.
So I give it on a scale between Magikarp and Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
A Jurassic Park Velociraptor. Because it was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's I'm glad that I'm glad I watched it. And I'm glad I got to sit down with you guys to just enjoy it and kind of glow over it a little bit and kick it while it's down. Of course, why not? I mean,
I would still recommend this. I think because I remember listening to IGN's review. They were able to view the entire series. They were able to review the entire series on the first week that it was released. So they reviewed everything without spoilers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But they did say that there was a moment that would happen about halfway through that you are either going to go along with the show with or you're not. and it's the fact that Wendy is talking to the.
Yeah.
They didn't say that, but I know that's it. That's
100%. Yeah.
You're either gonna go along with it and you're gonna think it's fine, or you're not. It's gonna grate on you. And all great media takes great swings like that.
Yeah.
And it didn't make me it didn't ruffle my feathers. But I can understand why it would. And
yeah,
that's fine. I love that it did its own thing, and it was beating to the. It definitely just. It was cool. It was cool. I liked it.
Well, I think that about wraps up our discussion, guys. Thank you, Tom, for coming back on the show. Love having you on, and we are coming up on October. Maybe I'll find a reason to. It's good to come back, but October's looking super busy. Hey, thank you, Will, for sticking it out. I know that we were kicking you again over Alien. I'm gonna go see if I can make us all read the same comic series and see if we can flip that a little bit.
Alien versus the Marvel universe.
Aliens versus Avengers. Aliens versus Avengers
yes.
Dude. It's fantastic in my opinion, but I also have a deep understanding of the characters, and it's like
I need to.
You need to watch
I can
it.
buy it for $20. I need to do that. I can probably also find it on the internet for cheaper. So
yeah. But all that being said, thank you everyone for joining us here at Willfully Wrought, and have a wonderful evening. Oh wait,
real quick before we sign off, call to action.
Oh yeah, call to action.
Follow, like, subscribe, share this page with everyone. You too might be able to be a guest someday. Who knows? Drop us an email, share this page. All interaction is good interaction. We'd love to hear from you. Send us your questions. We'd love to answer them on air. William, I think we're going to be meeting in not next week, but the week after.
Yeah.
Back to just talking about how wonderful the world is.
Oh yeah, I love covering the news.
Yay!
No. Okay. Thank you for the call to action, Will. I did actually forget it, and I was ready to hit the stop button. And no, that's good.
It's all right. It's all good. I got us. We got it.
All right, everybody. Peace out. I
Peace.
do this, and then I have to go and click the end stream button, and I'm never going to edit this out.